So I'm in the process of teaching my youngest how to read. He's in the first grade, but um, he's the youngest. He's 6. And I'm learning, like with my oldest, we didn't intentionally try to redshirt him. I guess that's what it's called, where you hold them back so they would be a year older when they start kindergarten. He technically did kindergarten twice because he was at a private daycare, and then COVID happened, and then we moved him over, and we were just like, let's just keep him in kindergarten, which was a benefit. Now, the daycare that he was in sucked. And we learned that later because we were under the impression that we were paying so much money for this great daycare. And yes, they had a good curriculum. They just had terrible teachers. They could never keep anybody. Like the things that I know now as a second-time parent versus a first-time parent, I would never, but I was just looking at the fact that, oh my God, we could afford this. I get to say my kid went to this special daycare and stuff like that. And yeah, but I would never put him back in there. But anyways, they taught him how to read, or at least his sight words and stuff like that. So kindergarten, first grade was a breeze. Now, my youngest, I am trying not to lead with fear because I'm like, oh my God, he's in first grade. He's not reading, where my oldest was reading in first grade. And I think we just put so much expectations on kids and parents that we lose sight of like teaching them the fun in learning. And like you have some parents who will be admit like, yeah, my son didn't learn how to, or my daughter didn't learn how to read until this grade. And then you're met sometimes with parents who are like, my kid knew how to read and write in pre-K. So the whole stigma behind it and the whole you never win. But anyways, I'm putting it out there because this channel is about being vulnerable. So I'm teaching my youngest how to read. He's in first grade. I've thought of holding him back. We've had the conversation. Now, the school that he's in is a good school, I believe, because they're already implementing extra tutoring. He was being tutored for math, and that boy is getting it down because he gets an allowance of $20. And I mistakenly said, okay, well, if you buy this thing for $1, you'll have 18. He said, no, Mom. That's subtract 1, that's 19. I'll have 19. So I'm like, okay. All right. So I think the overall message is, before I get fearful, I know it's less important to teach him how to read in 2 months and more important on teaching him how to learn. And it's not scary. I'm not trying to repeat that, why don't you know this culture of parenting, and more so consistence.